Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend. Our great wave, I'm afraid, is starting to hit the rocks. This has been tougher than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to roll through blue pretty quickly, and then start having real problems with purple. The fact that we're already having real problems with blue makes me really nervous about our ability to kill purple. But nothing for it, right? Like, we just kind of have to, the show has to go on. So you may have noticed, if you are sharp-eyed, that some things have changed. I saved the game and then I loaded the game, right? And that has caused the AI to reconsider some things, and some of their armies ran away. I assume they were already gone by the time we loaded in, but like, how did these guys get far enough away? They just vanished, man. I'm fine with that. It also looks like that that group of 3 incredibly scary stone sentinels may have disappeared, which is also extremely fine. That's a Dust Guardian, but I'm not really worried. Guardians are not really, like, a Guardian is not a good army by itself. I am not afraid of this Guardian. The place where Guardians are really useful is that they pack a significant amount of power into a single unit. It's less than an army's worth of power, but it's significant. They can't, because of their solitary trait, they can't be placed into an army with any other units. But if you have a Guardian following another army, engaging battle with the other army allows the Guardian, which is a considerable portion of an army's worth of strength, to show up all in one turn only using one reinforcement slot, and that's kind of valuable. If you can catch somebody's Guardian out by itself alone, with a real army, you can almost without exception, dismantle it very easily, not really taking a lot of damage. You're going to lose a unit, probably. I think that's a really good design, actually. Like, I think it would suck if these guys were just, like, terrifying colossi, and every time one showed up, you had to focus everything on it to kill it. I love the fact that they're powerful and they do neat things, but they're vulnerable if you can catch them out by themselves, and so you have to be smart about how you use them. It does lead to me not using them very much, but actually, no, that's not what leads me to not using them very much. What leads me to not use them very much is that they're just really expensive. And remember, all of my evaluations of things in the game are skewed by the fact that I mostly play against these high-level AIs. When you're playing against a human who has resource generation capabilities similar to your own, but a level of mental play that is much higher than that of an AI, probably Guardians are a little bit more reasonable to use. We're playing from behind 100% of the time here on Endless, so the values of things are a little different. So, before we get going, I want to do a couple of things. Number one, let's just do a quick survey of our faction's resource nodes. Okay, here, this is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. We need the Palladian way more than we need the workshop, but also this is terrible. Can we accelerate that a little bit? We can move some people to dust somewhere else if we have to. Yeah, this is unacceptable, but obviously we can buy it eventually. Boy, I sure hope that dust eclipse actually happens. Okay, so we're pretty close to extending our trade routes in a lot of places. You know what else we should do is we should go look at the graphs. This guy couldn't go anywhere because he was out of movement points. Yeah, I don't exactly know what our plan is here, but I do know we need to engage with this guy immediately at the beginning of the turn. So let's check out the graphs. 25 stockpiles built up, by the way. I am taking a semi-significant population hit by saving these for the dust eclipse, and if it turns out that there isn't a dust eclipse before winter, that's going to have all been for naught, and it will be very, very sad. So, overall score, clear winner. Again, like in most 4X games, overall score dramatically overemphasizes the value of territory. We are winning on score because we are the largest empire, even though we are behind, probably, in a bunch of important ways, although I guess we're about to find that out for sure. In terms of military strength, we have dragged blue down to our level, so that's good. We are about as powerful as green, which does not bode super well for green's war against purple. Purple is crazy powerful, but keep in mind, we are something like 25 Battleborn below where we actually should be. As soon as the dust eclipse hits, this number is going to change. We are doing pretty well on expansion. We have 59 districts compared to much lower numbers for the other players. Yeah, massively ahead in population. Again, this is mostly a measure of how much territory we have. We are not doing so hot on researches. I mean, we knew that because we had seen the science graph. The science graph tells that tale pretty clearly. At this point, the Vaulters were getting a lot more research done than we were. Then at this point, it was much worse. That's what that looks like. Very, very ugly for us. In fact, the Vaulters have enough researches done that they are probably threatening to get into the final era. And if they get, like, Serum of Iteru, that could be a serious problem for us, although it is worth noting that in the community patch, the Serum of Iteru is only half as powerful, I believe, as it is in vanilla. Remarkably, food, very bad, despite all of our extremely good terrain. We're bad farmers, you know? This is actually interesting and very, very valuable. The fact that we are now the highest on industry out of all the players bodes very well for us. Yeah, we have no money. We always have no money. We are producing more influence than everybody else, which isn't super relevant, but it's kind of cool. Remember, the value of influence scales down somewhat with the amount of cities you have, so we have to be producing way more influence than everybody else in order to probably be getting worse results from our empire plans. Approval is in the toilet and has been for a very long time. We're producing a fair amount of diplomatic points, so that's cool. What this chart is actually telling us is that none of the other players are really being friendly. You can see blue is trying a little bit. They're making deals, but it's just not going to be enough, I fear. So, with that knowledge in mind, we have Bread and Circuses about to finish. We should probably queue up the next couple of things. Stockpile tech, right? If we're thinking about popping these stockpiles, it would be cool if they had more food in them. I'm not actually sure if this... because they're not food stockpiles, they're recycled stockpiles. They may not get any benefit from this tech. I don't remember. Well, we're going to find out. This is an opportunity to learn something. Okay, it says I have 2 armies that have movement points left. These guys, which I guess could be scouting ahead. Or threatening those settlers. Yeah, that's an army of just settlers. I assume what happened here is that this army that was partially settlers and partially dudes from here split in half. Although I don't know how they had enough movement, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I mean, that's what the settlers did, but where'd the other guys go? Because they can't have moved much further. Or maybe the units from the Golem camp were supposed to die? I don't know where they could have gone. Here, these guys could have at least gotten on the road and, like, disappeared into the fog, maybe? Well, whatever. Doesn't much matter. Oh, you know what? I wasn't even thinking about this, but we could disrupt this volcano former. I don't think I care. Like, the real problem with volcano formers is that they make the terrain not have food in them for most people, but the terrain already effectively doesn't have food in it for us. Yeah, we're cool. Everything's fine. I probably want to try to move this guy forward pretty quickly. If he attacks Avier, he's going to get us. No matter what. Yeah, we're fine. We don't have to pay attention to this. This is the thing we have to be sure happens at the beginning of the turn. And then once this is locked in, we can pay attention to other stuff and resolve it at our leisure. I do want to keep an eye on that Guardian. Alright, it's important to know what is happening. I can't select these guys. Okay, so that was 3 of the scary ones. That's that hero army that was coming toward us. They're backing off. That could be indicative of the fact that they just want to play defense. It also could be indicative of the fact that purple is pressing them from the other side. Is it the case that purple and blue are still at war, actually? Yes, okay. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show on the graph screen that I forgot about. The Elimination tab is totally just a counter of your current number of regions, which I honestly did not put together until until I was setting up for this video. Because I went in here and looked, I was like, expansion 63. Okay, so the 56% we saw last time was not counting our 2 new regions. So we must have moved from 16 to 18, and sure enough, that says 18 right there. Blue has 3, which is consistent with our vision of them. So yeah, this is actually just straight up telling me. It's weird for this column to be titled Elimination, but that is what it is counting. It is counting the number of regions everybody has. So, pretty good for us. We now can see all of Blue's regions, although not actually all of their cities. And we know that Green is actually not doing very well. Which is both good and bad, because it... Oh! That just became purple, so now I guess Blue has 2 regions. Well, we get to wipe out another player. Okay, let's be cautious as we approach. Don't want to get caught off guard by too many sentinels all at once. Also, are you noticing, like, this number is just jumping all over the place? It was -8 at the beginning of the turn. I've changed literally nothing, and now we're plus 65. It's not dust. We're still Empire negative. Although I think it is now possible to drag ourselves up if we really worked on it. We are -112 plus 95, 115. Oh, sorry, it's -122 though. So yeah, we could get positive. Like if we could pop a wine booster and then something else, we might even be able to get out of rebellion. Somebody else went up an era. Gee, I wonder who. We finished the proliferator down here, which is neat, but not like... Well, yeah, I mean, you know, a proliferator is valuable. That's always going to be true. I don't care about that pearl enough to divert from the most ideal path. We got to get you into battle. That's all of that. We got our bread and circuses. Now we work on unskilled labor, and we got to resolve this. Alright, it's important that we leave them no escape. Do I want this guy to run around and grab pearls? No, probably not. I probably need him to show up to battle. Although, he does get to search a ruin. Yeah, man, if we had a dust eclipse, I'd get to search all these temple ruins and get all this dust. And that sure would be nice. Nothing. Okay, this one had something in it. Cool. Extremely welcome, actually. Who gets retrofitted? Because it could be that forager. No, retrofitting the forager requires one more turn worth of adamantium, but that's probably what we want it to be. We want to have a couple of units that are actually good available for fighting. Okay, so this is the city. Their golem camp is far enough away that it won't be able to serve as reinforcements. And it looks like it is, in fact, the case that the factor that drew off the enemies was Purple's armies. It was good timing. Good timing for us. I don't really want to leave these guys this far forward. I'm loath to lose vision, but... So we could take one more turn and then have all of our armies in the same place, pressing forward. Maybe Purple gets this, maybe we get it eventually. Like, I don't know that it really matters. But right here is valuable. This is going to make it even trickier to attack Purple with our border being kind of awkwardly shaped with them. Yeah, man. I'm not looking forward to the fight against Purple. Well, one thing at a time. Let's worry about this. So we have enough movement to just go in. We'd have to fight the Stone Sentinels plus whatever's in the garrison. 5 units. And I'm not clear on whether I can intentionally attack that Dust Guardian because he's standing on a city tile. I think we can. Although it looks like it doesn't want me to do it from here. Right, like look, it's drawing the path up and around in a way that does not allow me to do it this turn, but I can't just step here. I mean, I'm holding right click right now and we're not getting a path. I don't want to let go of it and have them suddenly be able to determine the terms of the attack. I'm a little gun shy. I mean, I guess we'd better try. I'm worried about this. Right, 3 of these guys is tough. I'm also worried about the city containing potentially up to like another 3. Right, that could be 2 militia and 3 of these stone sentinels. This might... I mean, the other 3 guys in here might be the 3 guys that were split off from that settler army, but also those guys may have ended up in the golem camp instead. It's hard to know. Or rather, it is not possible to know. Now, who still has movement left? You have movement, you have a little bit... Oh, this guy has some too. The pathing is just not working. Do you see that? Like, it was trying to route me through here when I clicked here. It was trying to route me through here, which I couldn't do in one turn. I couldn't move at all, but something very strange is going on. Alright, so we're going to save our funds to retrofit that one forager so that he is mighty on our next turn. And I think I'm going to try this. Ah, that's why, because this is not normally pathable. Sure, I'll dismantle the volcano former. Oh, that's a thing that's going to take time. It's a pillage type action. Okay, so that's why... That's really interesting. We didn't know that when we were playing these guys, but that's really interesting. Okay, so then let's move up here. If it's a pillaging type action, we can accelerate it a little bit by moving more units in, right? Oh, maybe it just always takes 2 turns? Can you help? You cannot help. You cannot do anything more than what you are currently doing. Okay, well. So next turn we'll try to jump this guy if we can. Leading with the Proliferator against him is not going to be particularly valuable. The Guardian Nature trait, I believe, makes them immune to disease and stuff. And so, as we have learned, also immune to parasites. With that, I think we are done for the turn. I'm a little nervous. Are we getting any really important stuff done? Couple of science buildings. We can keep trying to catch up on research. And it looks like that's it for the next turn. We're getting closer to this forager, and this is a good forager too, right? Yeah, it's one of the modern ones. Alright. With this amount of dust income, do I want to refocus some people from dust to other stuff? Because we could do that, right? We kind of got to build up for winter, though. Yeah, I think we'll leave it. Winter's going to be hard. Also... Okay, nobody has outprayed us. In fact, I think did we do 12 prayers? Or rather, did we push this to 12? I wonder if somebody helped us. All right, let's find out. Let's find out if we can indeed do this. I'm not going to worry about getting the other army in range. In time, I'm just going to try to grab this guy. Yeah, see, it's trying to have me attack the city. Which is not how we want to do this. Step out of the city. Step out of the city. Okay, we're going to get attacked by their hero army then. Okay. Not ideal. We've taken an allied city. You know I'm your only hope for survival, right? Just, think about this for a second. Think about how this is going to go. So we could just start building a new forager instead of using our resources on the forager who already exists. Suppose that's a way one could go. I think we'd better advance the value of the troops that are already near the fight. So this is non-ideal. However, it also would have been pretty non-ideal to attack the city garrison, since it was clearly making us attack this, we had the siege option, right? Instead of this guy. And then the AI could have chosen to retreat with this guy to negate our whole attack, it seems like. There's some weird stuff going on. They attacked the army that doesn't have... Oh, no, they attacked the Proliferator army, okay. That's actually not super relevant here, I suppose. A Burdeki 10. Not actually that scary. So their heroes really terrifying. Except for 97 health. Their Stone Sentinels are really terrifying. This guy's mostly going to be annoying. So what's important to recognize about this dude? Extremely high attack. Basically guaranteed to do damage and a half, but a very low base damage value. His defenses are pretty high. He's immune to disease and stuff. He has a ton of health. But what's really dangerous about him is that mind control ability. Every time he attacks one of our units, there's a chance, I don't think it's guaranteed, I think it's a chance, for that unit to switch sides for a couple of turns. That's going to be annoying. We're going to have Battleborn tearing each other apart. The good news is, our units are almost all disease immune. Our heroes are not, unfortunately. And here we get to see purple units for the first time. So, 108, 120, lower defense. Honestly, not that scary. They also have cavalry. They also have vine snakes, which are, those are a little terrifying. 150 damage on circular attack is a thing you have to watch out for a little bit. Alright, we have to do this. Do we? Here's a question. If I just retreat, we've spent their action point, and then I get to lead an attack. This army won't get to participate in the fight, but I get to lead an attack with this army. I really want to lead an attack on this guy. If we can get rid of the Guardian before we fight them, it's going to make this so much easier. If we retreat, these two Battleborn will just die. And they're high level, so they're kind of valuable. You know, they're high level, but also their gear's bad because they're older. So you can see, even with 2 levels up on this dude, 6374 attack and damage versus 6980. This guy's level 1, but his gear's better. You can see he also has Sweep Strike Back 4 instead of 3. It's because they're equipped like minor faction units. They're equipped with the gear that is the basic gear that is current for the era in which they are created. And then these guys wouldn't be able to reinforce either. Yeah, we retreat. Notification encounter retreat dismantling device. We can't retreat because I hit this. Okay, let's do it. Let's have ourselves a big fight. This could be not good. Keep in mind, Battleborn losses are not that big of a deal. We are, hopefully, going to Dust Eclipse soon and then produce an awful lot of Battleborn. Okay, what we really need to do here is drop their hero. I'm not sure if parasiting the hero will produce a Battleborn if the hero gets to last stand. Don't actually know how that works. Obviously, we want to hit you as well, but I can't have the Proliferator in a position where it's vulnerable to normal attacks. We could try to... Okay, that's an idea. We could play back again. I just had this novel idea where we do the same thing we've been doing this whole time. We could play back, and the value of playing back, right, is that they're not all the same speed. So the Stone Sentinels will separate from the cavalry a little bit, allowing us to eat the cavalry, which is very, very valuable for us. Okay, you're currently unassailable, although I kind of want full-strength dudes on either side of you. So this guy will get to move to here and attack. This guy has 3 move, so he doesn't get to attack. This guy can move to here and attack. We get them out of their city. We get them off of the volcanic terrain. The Burdeki and Makani Che come out. I like this, actually. I like this a lot. Yep, and here's their Guardian showing up in most optimal Guardian mode. Not good. So Makani Che is going to ride on us. We are going to definitely drop the hero attack. The Guardian is also super early in the turn order. It has 2 move and 3 range, so it doesn't get to shoot anybody this turn. Yeah, there's no move that gets it range. That's good for us. That gives us a little bit of time to fight Burdeki. Alright, everybody do your best to kill this guy. Got a lot of health, I'll give him that. Maybe we proliferate that guy as well. You... I can't tell what this guy's gonna do, but it's probably not going to be very good for us. He could ride to right here. That's actually a best case scenario, right? He rides to here, blocks this off for the Stone Sentinels, and that leaves 2 of them unable to attack me this turn. So if that happens, let's have people on this side prepared to try to fight him. Here we go. Okay, he can buff his own units. Awesome. Really, really good. It sucks that they got a super critical attack with a stun. Twice. That also is extremely shitty. Hold up, how much move do you have? Because that was... 4, 5, 6, 8 spaces? I mean, we weren't going to get a lot of proliferating done here anyway, but it's a ranged unit. Hey, you don't have 8 move. I mean, I guess the proliferator's not actually dead yet, and it may kill him on its way out, so that's good. Yeah. Man, with 95 attack, I guess they have charge. Yeah, okay. But to ride up and get the damage and a half and also a stun and have that happen twice is really crappy. 10% chance per movement point spent. So that was 2 coin flips that both came up in their favor. It's not super unlikely, but it's certainly less likely than it not happening. Alright, we don't really have a lot of play here. Okay, the mind control worked. That was another damage and a half strike there, by the way, with no benefit from charge. So that sucks. Oh, they let me get a parasite off. Our Battleborn, who is mind-controlled, still killed their unit through Sweep Strike back. He attacked this guy, and this guy Sweep Strike back and killed the thing. That's pretty funny. So yeah, we're going to get no meaningful damage done to these Stone Sentinels at all. But we can get a couple of parasites out of it. And we just have, like, we have a lot of bodies to throw at this problem, right? Okay, you are a coward of the highest order. That was an okay sweep strike back. Yeah, my units just are not capable of doing damage here. That's a shame. That guy's gonna die without parasite on him. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there's the proliferator, though. I guess he is, in fact, going to die without parasite on him. So we want to focus on the militia, right? It's already too late for us to kill Skoros. And the odds of us doing meaningful damage to the Stone Sentinels is pretty low. Although, Allegra should be at least capable of hitting them. Man, maybe not. But if we should focus on what we can kill. Also, it sucks that the Stone Sentinels are now faster than we are, so we don't even get to control them. Do your best to fight. Jeez, I don't know, that guy. You guys focus on the Burdeki. Okay. Do not mind control my hero. Okay, didn't work. Alright, so we've gotten most of their killable units down. I am prepared to, at this point, at least for the purposes of the rest of this battle, prepared to consider Stone Sentinels unkillable. oh man, do we have a lot of bodies to devote to this process. Okay, Allegra. Move to here, find something to shoot from there. Just try not to be right on top of everybody. Damn it. We really needed mind control to not hit for one more turn. Good sweep strike back. Alright. So everything that is easily killable is killed. Now we need to not buff the unit that is currently shooting at us. I know she's a support unit and this is kind of like the whole thing, but I really wish that these support units would not default to buffs, because it's very rarely correct. Like, do your best to kill. Killing is good. We need killing. And I feel like our units are much more capable when they're fighting our units. Well, there's some exhaustion for you. So we lost everything, and they lost very little. Alright, how are we going to do this? We need to rebuild a little bit here. So it doesn't actually matter who's first. No, not really. Okay, let's have this Battleborn army come up here. We'll just refill the initial armies. Hold on, I definitely had selected all but one of... I don't know what's going on here. You guys, get in there. You... So they don't have their action points left. The Stone Sentinels are actually almost dead. We still have these armies coming up. Give me siege at the very least. And we should still... Yeah, we all have our action points and stuff, because that was a defensive battle we just fought. So we need to attack you. Okay. I think we should be able to do this. These guys are torn up enough. Like, we can take Makani Che out on the first turn. That guy goes out probably shortly after. And we can really focus hard on Skoros. And I bet you if we win this battle, that's the end of blue. I bet they don't have anything left in the tank. Sorry. Except for this settler. Hi, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, the Great Carapace? This guy is leveling up really quickly. Why is he getting so much XP from these, like, garbage battles where one unit runs away from him? I don't know. Apparently we need to do this more often. Okay, let's fight it. This is like I said, I think this is decisive for blue. This is hold me off or lose the game. And that is the correct order of reinforcements? Actually, no. I think I'd rather have this army in, because the proliferator doesn't benefit us here almost at all. I'd rather have the ranged unit. Boy, I sure hope we don't get the game going to winter without a dust eclipse again. That would be semi-disastrous at this point. I'm not allowed to start in that space? Huh. This is a valid orange space, isn't it? Like, I know it has fencing in it, but so does this one. That's weird. So we need to be a little bit cautious here because he gets to go first. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't want her to actually be in range of him. I do not want her getting mind controlled. I think this is actually right. Wait a minute. What health bar is this? This is this unit, that's that unit, that's that unit. Whose health bar is this? There were... Okay. Okay, I think I see what was happening here. This unit's broken, not appearing to be in the space that it's in. Weird. Sometimes weird stuff happens. Video games are large and complex. That's all I can really say about that one. So let's... I'm trying to think here. Apparently this is the... Okay. Alright. It's whatever. Whatever, it's fine. So we just want to mob this dude. As soon as the battle starts, we're all in. They are bringing in their reinforcements. They did not bring in their hero on the first turn, nor did they bring in the really damaged Stone Sentinel, which is just a huge act of cowardice. Can you imagine such a thing? For real, though, everybody's on this. I note that they are no longer faster than we are, which would have been beneficial to us in this case, for them to be faster than us, because it would have meant they had to move first, and they wouldn't get attacks. I'm not 100% clear on why that is, why it's different. Where is this? Oh, this arrow is going to one of the units in this space. How do I select that unit? I don't know, man. I guess we don't get to. Okay, no mind control. Excellent. $40 damage. It begins. Yeah, I mean, like, it adds up, right? Maybe the hero is actually in this space? I'm not clear. Okay, well, apparently we're not going to do any damage. We definitely need to kill Makani Che with our one ranged unit. Oh, we have 2 ranged units now. We also definitely need to kill that guy. It's unfortunate that things are working the way they are. I guess maybe the play here... I know I said let's group up on this dude, but maybe the play here, because these guys are lower on health than they used to be, is to go for the surrounding kill on the Stone Sentinels as quickly as possible. Because we can actually probably get them. Let's see, Makani Che goes first. You know what? Let's just do everything in our power to get Makani Che. And you can shoot at a Stone Sentinel. Let's start trying to get these guys. We're still gonna have some people attacking the giant because we just can't get enough bodies around these enemies. Okay, no mind control. Lucky, lucky, lucky. You went straight for it, which I mean, that's gutsy. I appreciate the valor. I also appreciate this valor. Look at how brave they are. Brave and totally not driven entirely by animal intelligence. I mean, that's unfair. Animals can be brave. Trying to attribute bravery solely to human impulse is definitely not reasonable. Okay. This guy is exposing himself, and that is the guy we need to murder. I also need people who are early in the turn order to, where possible, prevent the Stone Sentinels from moving around a lot, because I do not need them punching my heroes. Who is in front of this guy turn order-wise who can hit him? You, okay, yeah. Yeah, good, 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 good. Alright. Keep them locked up. The cost is high. Man, 0? You had to do 0 damage there? I mean, that guy probably doesn't get to act again, right? Makani Che will finish... Or not Makani Che. Allegra will finish him off. Or this will finish him. That's also good. But yeah, now you have him, and you have him. Please don't let him move. Oh, no, wait. You're not before him. I need somebody who is before him to make sure they are hitting him. Somebody who's before him and also has range. You. Okay. Oh, never mind. That guy's dead. Well, I may have made an error. No, never mind. We're cool. Okay, so that's the Stone Sentinels done, and Makani Che's army is gone, which means Makani Che will not be recurring either. Sorry, as soon as... Yeah, there we go. As soon as that guy actually dies. Okay, now we can focus. Oh no, the disease! Well, there's no way to get rid of it now. She's just gonna bleed out. Please focus. Actually, I guess... if you want to buff somebody's attack, that should be doable. Although I think she doesn't get another turn. I think she's going to bleed out at the beginning of her turn. We're not going to kill it this turn, this battle, to be clear. But we've done some fine work here. I didn't hit a mind control at any point during the battle. That's really lucky for us. So it's a ranged unit, right? So it does suffer negative morale from having people adjacent to it, which means that you can surround this one and tear it down. Are they all ranged? I don't think they're all ranged. So what do we lose there? 6 Battleborn to take out this army. Honestly, I don't think that's a horrible price to pay. So do you guys have any move left? Not really. All right, stay here. We have to remain sieging so that it doesn't regenerate the militia. You've got a little bit of movement left, so I suppose you should move out of the way. If he attacks, we want this one to be the one that gets attacked. You know what you're doing next turn? I guess you could do it from this side of the unit, though. Hey, walk around. And then, oh, also this proliferator would like to join. Okay. And we're finishing stuff in Uska, which means we don't really need to be super focused on industry here anymore. The chapel's actually very good, though. Maybe we stay on industry until the chapel's done. Because that's 3 extra population in this region. And honestly, like, I know we're only getting half a point of movement from our assimilate, but I still think it's been significant. Like, a little bit of movement goes a long way. Especially when you have, like, stuff like a Battleborn where there's not a lot of ways to boost their movement because of their inability to be retrofitted. So, on the coming turn, we want to attack first. Yeah. I guess I'm going to move back around. This guy's not going anywhere. He's not going to get away. I have 7.5 move. I'm faster than he is, and I'm in friendly territory. He's not going anywhere, so we can focus on this. The cost was high, but I think we're getting it. Oh, look at this level of cowardice. Okay. Let's resolve this. Hold on, somebody leveled up? Allegra can get to plus 12 attack on all of her units. She's getting into the good stuff now. Oh, look at... cowardice! Alright, let's just make sure we don't start any units within his range, so he has to come down. 1, 2, 3... So actually, he doesn't get to shoot at us at all on the first turn. But I get to shoot him with Allegra. Okay, I'm fine with this placement then. Okay, 91, good start. Also, Allegra is really regenerating quite effectively. Okay, mind control first try. Not great for us, but also at least it wasn't the hero. and then he tends to attack the same unit over and over again. Like, once he's got something mind-controlled, he'll just keep attacking it until it's dead, which is obviously not the way you want to use this unit. The AI just does a bad job. Alright, so unfortunately we can't actually attack it from all sides. It's standing kind of in a bottleneck, but also this is under control. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we lost a Battleborn and a Vine Snake. The Vine Snake's not even a real unit. That's totally fine. Step over here, grab this real quick. It's empty, because of course it is. Alright, extra reinforcement slots, which means we now want to lead combat with her army where possible. It also means that she needs to get the Proliferator. Speaking of the Proliferator, I think it's going to take a brief break to catch this guy. So you can join up. You guys can join up. This army was not in range of that battle, so it still has its action point. So let's take the city. And we're going to take a Proliferator and a decent Battleborn, pop them over into this army because this is the leading army now. And we start heading in that direction. We probably should also pop a Battleborn over into this army. Let's max out the size of these two. They can be the front line. Okay. So new city for us. We could demolish these volcano farmers, but actually they're just purely valuable right now, right? Because this terrain has no food on it anyway. I guess it's gonna kill the food generation of this. Okay, we should dismantle this one. This one I'm okay with letting finish. But we don't want to volcano form the Black Earth because I think we can't get food at all from volcano tiles, right? Maybe that's not. I don't know. Maybe that's not right, but I don't want this thing doing this anyway. And then, Alchemy Workshop, I guess. You know, actually, Chapel's very good here as well. You guys are so weirdly unfocused. Alright, what's next? We need 5 more techs. We don't really need that. You know what? Actually, borough government is cool, but we can't take advantage of it. What is this that we're almost done with? Be the first to raise one of your heroes to level 8. We are second with a level 6 hero, which means somebody has a level 7 hero, because the player, I believe, is always first on ties, which means we're not getting this. We could build ourselves some magma hydraulics, allowing us to build lava works. I don't think we have any lava flows around us. Yeah, that's probably not really worth doing. You know what we might want to do is go back and grab military science. This is a thing that improves our fortifications that we don't have to pay strategics for. And then, if we're thinking about maybe actually getting to a place where we're not miserable all of the time, central markets could be good, but also things I have to build are a little tricky. A lot of our empire is not great at building. There's also just not that many places where you can get benefit from tech without building, and like we've done a lot of them already. I suppose we could get uncommon armor, but we won't be able to build any of the things because we're so strapped for strategics, so... yeah. You know what? We could pick up Demanding Gods. I don't usually use this because I don't really like to sacrifice population, but maybe it's worth a shot. See if we can drag our empire up out of total misery. You. Alright, let's see if we can finish blue off. Now, I do believe, like I said, that we have run them out of stuff. However, remember that an endless level AI gets a lot of free things, and so they may be able to buy a lot of units very quickly, or we should not assume that they will remain out of stuff, I guess is where I'm going. Okay, so let's see. If we build a district here, it levels up that, and also picks up the dragon tree. That seems like a winner. Also, you don't need to be doing that science right now. The reason, by the way, that these guys have lower district costs is that you would never be able to build districts with them otherwise, because your empire is always miserable and your approval is always completely bombed out. Alright. So we're going to watch this guy. The proliferator may... Oh, hey, that's an army of... Nope, not real dudes. It's an army of dudes, though. I'm watching this dude. I don't know. Uh-oh. Reinforcements. Huh. Interesting. Also, these guys are not reinforcements. These are the guys that I attacked. There's some weird stuff going on. I'm wondering if it's the community patch. Is this closed borders? Yeah, okay. Whatever, Green. Okay, so we have to retreat from this battle now. Yeah, this is bad. This thing where sometimes we attack an army, but it's not the army that we attacked. Okay, apparently we have to turn around and do some fighting. I don't really think we have a choice here. Like, we do have to do this. That said, these units are not super great. Radecki 9, Geomancer. Yeah, I don't think we need our whole army to do this. So we probably don't want to move on the final city until we're back together, but we can sniff around a little bit here. Really, that's... Yep, that's hard cliff facing away from the camera on a district border. Ugh. Alright, well, I guess we'll go around. It's annoying. And you need to stay put because you're dismantling that thing. I mean, you don't need to stay put. You have to be adjacent to it. You can move a little closer. Yeah, I'm really annoyed, actually. Go ahead and do that. So we're going to... I'm going to rush this guy. I'm wondering if it makes more sense to actually have this unit attack the settler. Oh, man. We're gonna have to move this army up in order for it to participate in the battle. But I can't move it away from this thing this turn. So that's a little awkward. We're not going to be able to jump them right at the beginning of the turn. We're going to have to let them move around a little bit, which I hate. But the settler's not getting away. Like, it's really important that we not let this settler through as we're about to finish them off, because if the settler were to get to the water and make it to this island, it would prevent that player from being eliminated from the game, which I do not want to happen. I want to be down to just 2 enemies left, you know? Somebody's going to starve. Okay, that's bad. We should not allow starvation. Especially in a city that has this much food. Although I get it, you know, we're focused on making military units. Okay. This volcano former's dead. And we need to actually burrow out here so that we can get the advantage of that black earth tile. Just a moment. Okay, there we go. Alright, I did not include the proliferator intentionally, so that if this guy chooses not to participate in the battle, the proliferator can still get him. We dismantled the volcano former. I was kind of hoping we'd get value on that. Like, when you successfully pillage a thing, you get resources. You get rewards. I was kind of hoping we would get some of the stuff that the volcano former was made out of, maybe. I think that would be cool. Apparently that is not how that works. Alright, good forager is on his way. And we're just going to put this stuff together real fast so that I don't have to be quite so scared about Irad getting wiped out by purple. Still looking like we might get this. It would only be 835 dust to rush it. Can we just make that happen? I would love to actually have this. We're bringing in the Moonleaf. What is it? Wait, what does it cost for me to run a booster? Oh, we actually can do this. Well, we should. We only get up to 4. Well, I was hoping it would take us close enough that we could, like, maybe goose it a little bit with other strategics or something. No such luck, it looks like. Alright, let's move around here. Or not other strategics, other luxuries, or, you know. We could get somewhere, maybe. Cool, cool. Has this actually not been searched by a player? Because it's extra sparkly. I think the first time a ruin is searched, it's more valuable. I think. Alright, I think we should have this under control, although I'm a little worried about the overall health of our units, which is why I wanted to make sure a second army was coming in. Alright, so we have Berdeki. They're not particularly good Berdeki, but they're still fast and terrifying. They are both fast and danger. The Geomancers are weak, but they're probably going to kill our hero. There's nothing I can really do about it, right? She has 2 health. I guess she could be way over here because she's last, so she can come in after stuff is done for the turn. I don't know why they still have the Settlers in the army. The Settlers don't do 0 damage. I guess that's, you know, that's something. That's a plan. Okay. I feel comfortable with this. 3 reinforcement slots means that extra army is coming in extra fast. And after everybody else is done, you should move up here and shoot at this guy, who I'm hoping will be in range. Remember, if we issue this unit an order that doesn't contain a specific target that it actually can attack, she's just going to buff somebody, which is not ideal. You need to shoot that guy if he's still alive. And everybody else just kind of do whatever. Like, this shouldn't be too hard. We should actually be able to hit these guys. We're going to lose some units for sure, because we have a lot of really damaged people. Wow. Okay. A lot of people are conspicuously going out of their way to avoid attacking, I'm noticing. Okay, well, bad news. Not getting quite as many proliferates as I would like. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of people, like, ran in funny directions, trying to not do the thing, which I don't appreciate. Please actually get kills. Oh wow, the terrible Vine Snake actually killed that guy. That was like a Vine Snake 1. Okay, so we're only going to gain 2 Battleborn on this. It's not ideal. We lost 1 very low health Battleborn and gained 2 new Battleborn, and then also, like, that snake again was a non-unit. What are you doing? Okay. As I thought, he would rather retreat and die retreating than fight me and give me a Battleborn. Absolutely strategically the right play. Kind of a, like, bummer, though. It's disappointing. We got a quest to bring a settler to these ruins to improve their relief effort, which will give us a unique shield that honestly isn't even that good. At the cost of a settler, that reward really needs to be a lot better than it is. All right, let's get in here and threaten blue for the last time. You guys could get me... I don't know. Build some of this stuff because you're on the front, I guess, is what you can do. And then you... We can start building units. Take a while to come out here, though. That's not even a good modern Necrodrone design. But I redesigned our foragers, but not our Necrodrones. Or Necrodrones. Well, obviously, that. And then it would be cool if you had even more damage. Okay, you want to build me something? Build me one of those. They're a little bit faster. Actually, they don't have improved movement. Yeah, but I want them to have those trinkets. That's fine. That's fine. So we're good. Yeah, everything's good-ish. Everything's kind of good. Let us threaten the final blue region. And then from there, I mean, we gotta try to move on purple pretty quickly while they're still recovering. Although, I mean, there's some value in maybe giving purple a turn or two to start moving their units toward green. Away from the front. We're getting spied on. In Erad, so that's purple, then. That's doing that. Annoying, but also... Click this button to sacrifice. We could. Could sacrifice. Let's see, we are at plus 110, minus 120. The sacrifice would put us up to 20%. It's actually... Is that worth doing? Kinda... It feels like it's not, I'll be honest with you. Oh, right, I was gonna build an intensifier for that. Yeah, see, here's my problem with that. That city's population is low enough that I haven't really focused on growth this game, because, again, it's like really hard to focus on growth when you don't have any approval. So you don't have a proliferator. This one can just join up here. Show me that city flag. I want to know... Okay. 3 units. Probably just militia. But I'm not going to get adjacent to the city while I'm alone. Found ourselves 80 more dust, which is cool. The city that produced the proliferator. We need to get that proliferator out here and into service. This one will join up in that army, and then we're down to only 3 armies, but we do have 1 proliferator per army again, which is cool. We gotta get more proliferators. Alright, more. We gotta get more Battleborn, because we gotta have more armies. Dust Eclipse could come any minute now. I'm starting to get nervous that it's not going to. That we may have another year without one, which would be actually really not ideal. It's not disastrous for us or anything. Like we would survive, but if you're not constantly producing military units, why are you not moving? I drew the thing. The path is on the thing. If you're not constantly producing disgusting military units out of huge piles of food corpses, are you really living? That's my question. And I posit that the answer is no. Okay, so this turn we should have enough bodies in range that we can at least safely put up a pillage or a siege. My concern was that there's an army. There could be an army just out of sight, right? Okay, yeah. Purple got to level 8, so purple gets the intelligence core bonus, which is not great for us. We don't really need it, but I don't want them to have it. Okay, so we need to move you to here. Drop a Battleborn out of the army. Have the Proliferator join. You move up to here, and this Battleborn joins your army. And then we can't actually get this army in range, so actually this army is just going to turn around then. Because these guys will be able to handle this part of the push. We'll send this army back to, like, all the way back to Irad. This guy will go with them. Because I trust that this is under control now. So who do we want to lead? I guess we want the Fuller army to lead. Alright, they have militia. There is a set of guys in the camp in range, but it's just one of those Dorgeshi, so this is under control. They do have an awful lot of fortification. And they do have their hero, who has good stats. Slow, though. So do we have anybody who is capable of actually getting over there? No, we do not. In fact, this is a totally cliffed-off dead end. You know, that's pretty good for that hero. The good news is we can also shoot him. My stats are not as good as his are, but I have regeneration and twice as much health. Yeah, we'll be fine. So we're not going to start with him, though. Alright, hack away. Fortification down. Oh, I didn't order our units correctly. Oh well, whatever. This is this is an epic defense about which there would be songs and poems if we were going to leave any singers or poets alive. Really, you can do 0 damage? You can do 0 damage right now? And of course, this unit's death will spread the disease to both of those units. It would actually be super cool if we had this maybe a little bit less tight. Because this guy's not actually going to be able to reach anybody else. I guess stay put for the turn. You're going to run forward and attack this guy and die doing it. No, you're not. Because this guy's going to get to go first. So he's going to run over and attack that guy. You actually can't get out of the big snarl of people. But we need to leave this space open. So anybody who's not in the actual front, I think is going to get held back. Because I need this space open so that we can move the Proliferator up. And, you know, we got to be able to get our ranged units in. In fact, you also have to move. Alright. Because we're going to eventually need space for this hero as well. Okay. So the Proliferator moves up, shoots here. This hero moves there, shoots there. These two both attack that guy, and we are opening up a path. Okay, so now we want to probably take everybody back to offensive stance for the moment. I do wish there was a button for this, a button that was just like make everybody be in a different stance. Okay, so provided we get this guy down before the end of the battle, we are up 3 Battleborn. I mean, not up, you know, we got 3 Battleborn out of this. Obviously, we lost some as well. I mean, let's give it a shot. We're not going to get him. We're remarkably close. Oh, if that wasn't a 0, we actually would have had him. I wanted to make sure this guy went down, so that was the target with the hero. But if that unit had died, our hero would have killed their hero. So we lost 3 Battleborn, gained 3 Battleborn. Acceptable. That is a next turn this player is removed from the game kind of situation, which I am okay with. So let's do that. Let's end the video with a player being removed. Okay, you were made far from the front, my son. My gross, terrible, terrible, disgusting son. What is the shape of Yapoli? We could make more units, but we don't need to right this second. I'm still bottlenecked by Adamantian. We had another city that was out of construction, Yarian. Yarian has the basics. Try to make some stuff happen here. We're actually positive enough on dust that we could buy some real things. We're also pretty close to moving up to the next era, which, if nothing else, will make our Battleborn better. They'll be equipped with Tier 1 dust gear instead of Tier 3 iron gear once we get up here. So actually, let's pick up another couple of... let's get the ability to travel on water. And then a minor faction assimilation slot. Those are nice and early, easy to get. Oh, right. This is what we should spend dust on. I should finish the damn wonder. Okay. So then Tid is in position to actually create some stuff. That's very, very good for us. I'm starting to think that we may not get a dust eclipse. We've just been holding these stockpiles for nothing. That's a Hyperium extractor. Since it seems like we don't need to know how they work, we just need to have them, it seems like we'll be getting Hyperium. That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, I think that's everything for this turn. Somebody's gonna starve. You people and your love of starvation. Okay. So let's finish it. And also, we finally got our wonder. Probably, the Industrial Megapole should not be available on turn 71. The AI should do something about that. Of the wonders, that is definitely the best one. Units now regenerate health again. We're getting spied on. Sorry, which city is this? I don't remember the names of my cities. Okay, that could be purple. Could be blue. Whatever. Doesn't matter much. I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, but honestly, our cities just aren't that important. Like, not the way they are with other factions. A lot of what we're doing, right, is just rolling forward constantly, so... yeah, we should do this manually to try to maximize the number of Battleborn we get out of it. Everyone counts. Alright, I do believe this is our whole plan. I guess there should be 2 Battleborn in front. And these guys will run up around the backside, I suppose. It's all good. Everything about this is fine, not great. Please focus on the nearby enemies. Interesting that they chose not to attack. I had to say I was not expecting that. Alright, so we're going to get 2 Battleborn out of this, I think. Gutsy. Gutsy maneuvers. So you hit that one. We'll have this guy attacking. And this guy attacking. The hero attacking. And everybody else stand still? We might, maybe, be able to get 3 Battleborn on this. I'm trying to estimate the number of attacks we need to kill the Berdeki this turn for sure, but also maybe not kill all of these guys. I erred on the side of get all the kills. Wow. Our sweep strike back did 0 damage there, which is kind of lucky. Also, I don't know why I didn't think the proliferator was going to kill that unit by itself. I should have had the math on that. Okay, 2 Battleborn, and also the city is not mine for some reason. Because they got to choose to interpret this attack as an attack on a golem camp that is not... There's some real weird stuff going on with the way this thing handles how attacks are targeted and... Okay, so we finished the infantry cantina here, and it is time to do other stuff. Like, we can build units. That's probably the right play. 117, 78 with 60 defense. Yeah, alright. Necro drones it is. You, never mind, intensifier. Although, it depends on when winter's going to start, right? It's wrong to build this if we're going to be able to start building the intensifier soon, but I'm going to cross my fingers here and hope that we are going to get a dust eclipse, which means winter's on the other side of the dust eclipse, and thus maybe a little distant, maybe closer to that 20 turns. So we're just going to go ahead and try it this way. I could really use more resources, you know? I have no idea, by the way, what my specific battle plan is for purple, and we're not going to worry about it too much right now. We will figure it all out next video. We're not even going to take any other actions after we wipe out Amenvar here. We're just going to do this, but I'm super annoyed that I am still doing this. Alright. Manual, just so that we can guarantee that the proliferator gets the proliferator's due. We do not attack with the hero. Stay back. Okay. There we go. It was nice of them to produce one more guy for us. Okay, there we go. They're eliminated. Oh, hey, look, the Kraken! Boy, that's a real somebody else's problem kind of problem. It is worth noting that now that we've removed blue, a huge portion of the ocean is no longer claimed, and maybe we should do something about that. We did just finish researching Shipyard, didn't we? Like, maybe we send these two guys out in boats to claim empty fortresses as long as they're empty? That might actually be a really good idea. That might be the best idea I've ever had. We don't have Shipyard yet. No, I absolutely do. Unlock ships, travel on water. Why are you not boat? Hey guy, why aren't you boat? Can you boat? You can boat. This guy can't. Nope, he also can. What is wrong with my units? Alright, I'm not going to do anything else right now. We're going to, nope, nothing else. Nothing else. We're going to stop here, and we'll figure it all out when we come back next time. I am going to spend her skill point, because it's very obvious that we want more reinforcement points on armies. And that has happened. So, to reclarificate our position at this point in the game. First of all, I think purple is beating the crap out of green, it looks like. See purple on 9, where they were on 7 before. Only one of those was blue. I mean, also this is not up to date because it's still showing blue as having won. But so we're at 20 regions now. The expansion victory comes from 28. We know where there is currently an unowned region, and we now have the ability to sea travel over there. So we may build a settler. Like, I think that's the way we're actually going to win. We're going to win by expansion victory rather than by wiping anybody out. If we pick that up, we are 21. Taking all of green stuff is actually not quite enough to make us win, but we might be able to avoid an extended war with purple by fighting green first, taking all their stuff, and then just snaking a couple regions from purple or something. I don't know. It might not be worth it, because we'd have to like go around the water. Purple's not going to let us walk through their territory. It's probably best just to fight purple, and also, it's in character. So, for now, though, this is the situation, and it looks okay, you know? That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when this gets really difficult. It's going to be the sink or swim episode. and we'll see you then.